Hello children and viewers. Today our topic is acids, bases and salts. Acids, bases and salts. So here acids are acidic in nature, bases are basic in nature. Now what about salts? Salts are having three type of nature. Now one is salts में acidic और salts में basic and salts में neutral. Salts में neutral. Salts exist in acidic, basic and neutral form. Here by reacting this acid with base we can get salts. Based on the strength of acid or base, here the salt nature depends. So that later we discuss. So first in this chapter, so we discuss how to identify the acid or how to identify the base. Means identifying acids and bases. This is nothing but the properties of acids and bases. Nothing but properties of acids and bases. The second thing, chemical reactions. Chemical reactions means how acids react with bases, what type of salts we can get. So like this, the chemical reactions or acids reacts with what type of compounds, bases reacts with what type of compounds, what type of salts we can get or what type of products we can get. So like this, the chemical reactions of acids and bases we shall discuss in this chapter. So first our topic is identify acids and bases. See, for example, any compound is, if we take any compound, how do we identify whether the given compound is acidic or basic? So generally in the previous class, means 7th class, we have studied that by tasting, means acids are sour in taste and bases are soapy to touch. So like that, some based on some properties we identified acids and bases. But in this, so we have some tools to identify acids and bases. Now let us see what are those tools. So tools to identify acids and bases. Number one is by tasting. The second one is by smelling. Means some acids and bases we can also identify by smelling. The third one is litmus papers. With the help of litmus papers. The fourth one is with the help of indicators. Means by using indicators we can identify whether the given compound is acidic or basic. Next, pH paper. Means with the help of pH paper we can identify the given compound is acidic or basic or neutral in nature. Here pH paper means we have pH scale. So first First take by tasting. But this technique or this tool is not applicable for all compounds, because all compounds we cannot taste. So that's why this tool is not used to all compounds. By smelling also, exactly we can't tell whether the given compound is acidic or basic. The best techniques: litmus paper, indicators and pH paper. Now let us see one by one how we identify the acids, bases, or acidic nature, basic nature and neutral nature. So first let us see with the help of litmus papers. With the help of litmus papers. Litmus papers. This is acid, let us take here base, means acidic nature, basic nature, and here neutral. If it is not acid, not base, then it is neutral. Now with the help of litmus paper, how do we identify acids, bases or neutral compounds? Litmus papers we can get in two forms. There is the blue litmus paper and red litmus paper. Blue and red litmus paper. If we take an acid, means we don't know the given compound is acidic or basic, we don't know. So in that acid, in that solution, here what are the compound we want to identify, that compound first we should dissolve in water. So that is called solution. That is called what? Solution. So we don't know actually it is acidic or basic or neutral, we don't know. So in that solution you dip blue litmus paper. If that blue litmus paper turns into red, if that blue litmus paper turns into red, then this solution is called acid and means acidic. This solution is having acidic nature. Paper turn into red, then with the help of red litmus paper, if you test, red litmus paper won't turn into blue, it is remains as red only. The acidic solutions, blue litmus paper turns into red color, red litmus paper won't turn into any other colors, it remains as it is red color only. Means with the help of litmus papers you can identify acids like this. Now if it is basic solution, here blue litmus paper won't change its color, means light blue only, but red litmus paper turns into blue color, then that solution is having basic nature. Right. If it is neutral, solution, the litmus papers won't change their colors. Blue remains as blue and the red remains as red only. Let us see. In the experiment, let us see how the blue litmus and red litmus papers change their colors. Here, this is the blue litmus paper. This is the blue litmus paper. So we are observing here blue color. Now we have some acids and bases at us. Now this is actually I have taken basic solution and this is acidic solution. So here blue litmus paper turns into red color in acids. So here blue litmus paper is there, here acid is there. So we can observe here changing its color. See here, I am dipping. Now see to what extent I dipped this paper into this acidic solution. This blue litmus paper turns into reddish color, red color. So with the help of this blue litmus paper, we identified the given compound is acidic in nature. For example, if we have take basic solution, now here this is the blue litmus paper is there. This blue litmus paper I am dipping in this basic solution. It won't changes its color. So like this we can identify acids and bases with the help of blue litmus paper. Okay, now blue litmus paper is not available with us. If red litmus paper is there, now so this is the red litmus paper. I am taking one strip of red litmus paper. Now here see here, red litmus paper changes its color in basic solution. So now I am taking the red litmus paper. Now this is the basic solution. So now I am dipping the red litmus paper into the solution. See. So actually this basic solution is a very weak base. Slowly it changes its color into blue. After some time we can observe the color. See, somewhat blue color we are observing here. If this red litmus paper dip in the acidic solution, it won't changes its color. Its color is not changed. So like this, with the help of litmus paper, red litmus paper, we identify acids and bases. Okay. Now let us see the other tool, indicators. The next tool is indicators. So by taking the indicators, we can identify acids and bases. Here indicator means it indicates whether the given compound acidic or basic by changing its color. By changing its color. So here indicators generally in laboratory available for us. Methyl orange. Methyl orange is short form is MEOH. Here Me means methyl orange. OH stands for this is a basic in nature. Methyl orange is a liquid, is a basic in nature. The next one is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein, here pH nothing but phenolphthalein. H means acidic in nature. Means this phenolphthalein liquid or solution is acidic in nature. Right. With the help of these two indicators, we identify the given compound acidic or basic or neutral. Now how, let us see. Here in acidic solution, if the solution is acidic, if you take the methyl orange, so methyl orange in acidic medium, reddish pink. Reddish pink. Okay, methyl orange is not available with us. Then you go for phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein in basic medium is colorless. Colorless. Okay, if it is basic solution, if it is basic solution. Methyl orange. Methyl orange in basic medium or basic solution, it appears as yellow. It appears as yellow color. If we go for phenolphthalein, phenolphthalein in basic medium, it appears as pink color. Clear pink color it appears. So in neutral medium, in neutral conditions, they won't their colors. Okay, now let us see how we can identify the acids and bases with the help of these indicators. Practically let us do. Now I have two indicators. So this is the phenolphthalein indicator. Here phenolphthalein indicator. This is actually colorless liquid, colorless solution. This one. This is acidic in nature. So you take this phenolphthalein 1 or 2 drops in. First let us test the basic solution. Now I am taking some basic solution in the other beaker. Now this is the basic solution, this is the phenolphthalein indicator. Now with the help of this phenolphthalein indicator, how do we test whether the given compound is acidic or basic? Now what we have learned here in basic solution, phenolphthalein appears as pink color. Now let us see. Now phenolphthalein I am adding to the basic solution. So here this solution turns into pink color. 1 or 2 drops enough. So the solution turns into pink means the given compound is basic in nature. Right. So with the help of this again phenolphthalein, let us test the acidic solution. Now this is the acid. Now I am adding the phenolphthalein solution. Phenolphthalein in acidic medium, see colorless. Phenolphthalein in acidic medium, acidic solution, phenolphthalein colorless. So phenolphthalein won't change its color. So like this, with the help of phenolphthalein indicator, we can identify acids and bases by observing these their colors. Now, if the phenolphthalein is not available for us, then let us go for methyl orange. This is the methyl orange. Methyl orange, generally orange color solution. It is basic in nature. Now let us test acids and bases with this methyl orange. Now first let us take the basic solution. Here basic solution I have taken. Now in this basic solution methyl orange exists as yellow color. Right. Let us see. Now I am adding 1 or 2 drops of this methyl orange to the basic solution. See how the color changes. The color of the solution turns into yellow. So like this, we can observe the given compound is basic in nature. Right. If the given compound is not basic, then if it is acid. Now let us see. This is the acid and this is the basic methyl orange solution. Now I am adding this indicator to this acidic solution. In acidic medium methyl orange turns to reddish pink. Now this is the methyl orange, this is the acidic medium. Now I am adding this one. So the solution turns into reddish pink. Solution turns into reddish pink. Solution turns into reddish pink. So like this, with the help of methyl orange indicator, we can identify the given compound is acidic or basic. Okay, the next tool is pH paper. The next tool is pH paper. Actually, pH paper is yellow paper. So this yellow paper, pH paper, here pH paper. With the help of this pH paper, we can identify acids, bases, and acidic, basic, and neutral nature. With the help of pH scale. With the help of pH scale. So here pH scale consists 14 digits. pH scale. This is nothing but pH scale. pH scale consists of 14 digits. That starts from 0 to 14. 0 to 14. So this is the, let us assume this is the midpoint, and means here 7. This is the pH scale. pH here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that up to 14. If the pH value, if this pH paper is dipped in the acidic solution, if the pH paper is dipped, yellow paper is dipped in the acidic solution, that pH paper which is actually in the yellow color, that changes its color. So here different colors are there. For example, here 0 to 1, here 13 to 14. Let us take, for example, here 0 to 1 actually red color. This is pH scale actually having different colors. Here this is the red color. Slowly red color intensity decreases. Slowly decreases, and in at this 7, near to 7, slowly green color comes, and again the intensity of the color increases, and here this is 13 to 14, this is the blue color. So by seeing the pH value, means when this yellow paper, pH paper turns into this respective colors, means we can imagine that pH value. So by observing this pH value, we can tell whether the given compound is acidic or basic. If it is 0 to 7, the range from pH value range from 0 to 7, acidic in nature. Acidic in nature. So if the pH value means the color is not in this range, now color is in this region. Now the pH value is from 7 to 14. That is called basic in nature. That is called basic in nature. When we dip the yellow pH paper in a solution, we don't know the given compound is acidic or basic. A solution is there. So in that solution, if we dip this pH paper, if the color is from 7 to 14, that is basic, or below 7, that is acidic. If it is exactly 7 color showing, then that is neutral in nature. That is neutral in nature. Actually, this pH paper, with the help of pH paper, with the 100% accuracy, we identify the given compound acidic or basic with the help of pH scale or pH value. So this is also nothing but universal indicator. This is also nothing but universal indicator. If the pH value is very near to 0, means 0 to 1 or 2, like that, that is called strong acid. That's called strong acid. So when you go from here to strong acid, then the acidic strength decreases. Now here weak acid, means from 5, 6 or 7, So that is weak acid. Again 7, the pH value is exactly 7, that is neutral. Again from 7 to 14, slowly the strength of pH value when increases. Now here weak base and slowly the basic nature increases, and here strong base. When the pH value is from 12, 13, 14, then that solution is called strong basic in nature. So like that, by observing the color of this pH paper, and when we observe on the pH scale, we can know the pH value. By the help of with pH value, we can determine the given compound is acidic or basic or neutral. So like this, with the help of these three indicators, we identify acids, bases and acidic and basic and neutral nature of the compound. Thank you.